Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Everyone, once look at the statement first. It states that it is impossible to determine simultaneously the exact position and exact momentum or velocity of an electron. Okay. If you want to determine the position of the electron, at the same time, if you want to determine the velocity of it as well, it is impossible to measure the exact position and the exact velocity of the electron. Okay, both at the same time. I want to measure position as well as velocity of the electron, their accurate values. We can never do that according to Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. There will always be some error. This is in the context of electron. In the context of any cricket ball or in macroscopic world, suppose a particular object is moving. Okay, we already know the velocity of that particular object. You can clearly say its position. Excuse me. You can clearly determine its position after certain instant, after certain time interval in the macroscopic world. Or the error in the determination of its position, if we know its velocity, will be very, very less. But in the microscopic world, if you want to determine, suppose, what will you do if you want to locate the position of a certain object? What you should do? Graph. Okay. Or kuch? There is an object. You need to locate the position of that particular object. What you should do? First of all, you need to look at that particular object. Okay. If you want to locate the position of it, you need to look at that particular object. Agreed? Yes. Uske saath saath, there has to be some light.
Yes.
If the light is falling on that particular object and the reflected part, if it is falling on the retina of your eye, matlab, if the photons are falling on the retina of your eye, you can locate that particular object. Agreed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
If you want to locate an electron, you need to do the same thing. You need to incident some photons on the electron. The photons will be reflected and they will be falling on the retina of our eye. Because of that, we can locate the electron. Agreed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Photons will be carrying some amount of energy. Agreed?
Yes.
If the photons fall on the electron because of the collision, there will be some transfer of energy. Agreed? The photon is not absorbed by the electron. The photon is not absorbed by the electron. There is some collision with the electron. Because of the collision, there will be some change in velocity of the electron. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Suppose, यहाँ पे, everyone try to understand this. There is an electron here. Okay. You have an electron here. In order to know its position, what you are doing, you are incidenting photons. Okay. You are incidenting a photon. ये जो photon है, या ऐसा कुछ मान लेते हैं. Photon है. After photon on the electron, it will be reflected and it will be coming back, and you will be locating the position of the electron. Agreed? In this particular instant, in this particular case, what can you say? The distance of the electron from the reference कितना होगा? This is यहाँ से यहाँ तक. Everyone.
Approximately 2 lambda.
Approximately 2 lambda. Everyone. यहाँ से यहाँ तक 1 lambda है. This is not 2 lambda. यहाँ से यहाँ तक it is 2 lambda. So it is between 1 lambda and 2 lambda. Agreed?
Yes.
Okay. And ये जो
Yes.
lambda value इतना कम होता है, I may not exactly calculate the value of this. Clear है? If it is as 1 lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda, I may be able to calculate the exact position of the electron. Is that clear? So in order
Yes.
to have this in terms of lambda, 1 lambda, क्योंकि lambda का value ही बहुत कम है, so 1.5 lambda या 1.2 lambda या 1.3 lambda, whenever you are saying that, there is some possibility for the error. Agreed? If I want to minimize the error, what I need to do? I need to increase the frequency of this particular wave,
Yes, sir.
or I need to increase the
Yes.
frequency of this particular photon. Agreed? Everyone? If I am increasing the frequency, दूसरा केस देखते हैं, जिसमें I am increasing the frequency of the photon. Okay. I have increased the frequency of the photon. In this case, what can be the position of the electron? यहाँ से यहाँ तक 1 lambda है, 2 lambda, 3 lambda, 4 lambda, 5 lambda, 6 lambda. Okay. By doing so, I'm able to, in a way, accurately measure the position of the electron. But by doing so, what is happening to the energy of the photon?
It decreases.
Is getting increased, na? The frequency is
sir.
increased, so the energy is increased.
Yes.
If such a photon,
Yeah.
agreed, if such a photon collides with the electron, what will happen to the velocity of the electron? It will be
It
changed.
will. Yes.
Actual velocity उसका कुछ और है, but because of the collision, I'm changing the velocity of the electron. So if I want to measure the exact position of the electron, I was unable to measure the velocity of the electron because the velocity of the electron is changed. If I want to measure the velocity of the electron, what will happen, or what should happen? I need to impart a photon which is having greater wavelength, such that the energy of the photon will be less. Whenever such photon falls on the electron, the error in the velocity of the electron will be minimized. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Everyone understand this?
Yes.
If I am going to measure the exact position of the electron, I was unable to measure the velocity of the electron accurately. If I want to measure the velocity of the electron accurately, I am unable to measure the position of the electron accurately. Agreed? So there will always be some error associated in the measurement of position of electron as well as velocity of the electron if you are trying to measure them simultaneously. एक साथ. If you only want to have the position, you can measure that accurately. If you only want to measure the velocity, you can measure that accurately. Remember this, you need to have simultaneous measurement. Is that clear? Okay. So there will always be some error, and according to Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, if delta x, give me 1 minute. Okay. If delta x, it is the error in measurement of position. Okay. If delta p, measurement of velocity, or also I can also say the measurement of momentum. Momentum is mass times velocity, na? If delta p is the error in measurement of momentum, according to Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, ये जो delta x times delta p will always be greater than or equals to h upon 2 pi. h upon 2 pi नहीं, h upon 4 pi. Okay. Sometimes in the textbook you may also see this particular symbol h bar, which is taken as h upon 2 pi. Okay, so I can also write this as h bar upon 2. Okay, sometimes you will see this particular notation h bar, which is nothing but h upon 2 pi. delta x into delta p will always be greater than equals to h upon 4 pi. From this, can I write delta x times delta mv greater than or equals to h upon 4 pi? Any doubt?
No, sir.
M is a constant. If M is a constant, I can shift that here. So I can also write this as delta x times delta v is greater than or equals to h upon 4 pi into m. Agreed? Okay. There will always be error in the measurement of position and in the measurement of velocity simultaneously and accurately, and the product of errors will always be greater than or equals to h upon 4 pi. Is this clear? Let us see some examples. Examples के साथ calculate करते हैं कुछ. I'm taking an example of cricket ball again. I'm taking an example of cricket ball and I'm taking the mass of it as 0.2 kg and the velocity of it as 100 meter per second. Okay. And they are saying that there is 1% error in measurement of velocity. There is 1% error in measurement of velocity. They are asking about delta x. Find delta x. What is meant by 1% error in the measurement of velocity?
1 meter.
Very good. Delta v upon v, the error divided by the value into 100 is given as 1%. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
What is v given? The v is 100 into 100 is equals to 1. So what should be the value of delta v?
1.
It is 1 meter per second. Okay. There is an error in the measurement of velocity as 1 meter per second. So according to Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, delta x into delta v must be greater than or equals to h upon 4 pi into m. So delta x क्या हो जाएगा? It will be greater than or equals to, what is the value of h? 6.65
into 10 power minus
10 raised to minus 34
joule
upon 4 into pi into 3.14 into m कितना है? 0.2 kg दिया है. What is the value of this? What is the value of this? It is of the order some 10 raised to minus 34 तो रहेगा. ये हाफ हो गया 2/10. This is 5 times. यही है ना? This is 2/10, 10/2, 5. Please calculate this value. 6.625 into 5 upon 4 into 3.14. Tell me an approximate value.
2.
Sorry?
2.6.
2.63 जैसा
2.63. Okay. पक्का ना?
हाँ सर पक्का 2.6.
2.63 into 10 raised to minus 34 meters. Okay. So for an error in the measurement of velocity as 1%, which is nothing but 1 meter per second, what is the error in the determination of position? it is 2.60 into 10 raised to minus 34 meters. Is this particular value a significant value in the context of cricket ball?
No.
Okay,
No.
no, right? This is
Yes.
very, very small value. So again, ये जो Heisenberg's uncertainty principle है, it is more and more significant in case of microscopic entities rather in case of macroscopic objects. Okay, let us see an example for electron. We'll add one more page. Let us take an electron. An electron in, I'm taking in second Bohr orbit of hydrogen atom. Tell me the velocity of it. An electron in second Bohr orbit of hydrogen atom. Velocity in the second orbit is 2.165 into 10 power 6 times z upon n is 1 upon 2. I am taking this as almost equal to 1, whose velocity will become 10 power 6 meter per second. Okay. And
Okay,
let
sir.
us say again 1% error in measurement of velocity. In measurement of velocity. There is 1% error in measurement of velocity. So what will be delta V? Again, you need to say they have given delta V upon V into 100. कितना दिया है?
10 past 6.
1 दिया है. Sorry, delta V upon V into 100 is given as 1%, na? So delta V upon 10 power 6 is original velocity. So what is delta V then? 10 power 4 meter per second.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. So for the error of 1%, let us calculate delta x. Delta x into delta V will be greater than or equals to. I hope everyone are in the lecture.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Delta x into delta V is greater than or equal to h upon 4 pi m. So delta x will be greater than or equals to h is again 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34 divided by 4 into 3.14 into mass is, I am taking the mass as 10 raised to minus 30 kg. Okay, I am doing an approximation here. 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 co. I am taking that as 10 into 10 raised to minus 31, which is 10 raised to minus 30 kg. Please tell me the value of delta x, everyone.
Sir, 10 raised to 4 multiply.
Sorry,
You haven't multiplied 10 raised to 4 in the denominator.
sorry, into 10 power 4. Thank you. Tell me the value of this.
So delta V would be 10 power minus 4.
Delta V would be 10 raised to minus 4 कहाँ आएगा? ये
ऊपर
कैंसिल हुआ, 10 पावर 4 है. डेल्टा V इस साइड गया तो 10 raised to plus 4 ही रहेगा ना?
हाँ समझो.
Okay.
0.527 जैसा आता है, sir.
हाँ, sir, 0.5.
0.527 into 10 power minus 8.
0.527
27.
into 10 raised to minus 8 meters, which is nothing but delta x is greater than or equals to, can write this as 52.7 into 10 raised to minus 10 meters,
Yes.
which is equals to
52.7.
52.7 angstroms.
Yes.
Yes.
The error in the measurement of position is 52.7 angstroms. What is the radius of the second orbit? What is radius of the second orbit? R2.
0.527.
0.529 into
9.
0.529 into 4 angstroms, which is equals to 2.12 angstroms ना. Radius ही 2.12 angstroms है, and उसमें error in the determination of position is 52.7 angstroms. Okay, this value is very much significant in comparison to this ना.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, actual position nucleus से उसका कितना distance आना चाहिए? 2.12 angstroms आना चाहिए, but the error, our measurement whenever we measure, the error itself is 52.7 angstroms, which is very huge. If I want to decrease this error, what I have to do? I need to incident a photon which is having more and more frequency or more and more energy. In the process, there will be significant increase in the error in the determination of velocity. So delta v ज़्यादा होता जाएगा. Delta v ज़्यादा हुआ तो delta x कम होगा. Agreed? Or else, according to this particular theory, हमको conclude क्या करना है? जैसे बोर ने pinpointly कहा that the electron must revolve at a distance of 0.529 angstroms in the first orbit of hydrogen. This is never possible. I can never say the electron will be present exactly at that particular distance. Okay, I can never determine that. जैसे बोर ने कह दिया हमेशा 0.529 angstroms पे रहना चाहिए. I can never practically prove that. I can never observe that. Is this clear? There will always be some error in the determination of position. Okay, so what we will do is, from now on, what we will say is, because of that error, we will always say the electron will be present from this region to this region. क्योंकि error है ना, the electron will be present from this region to this region, or the electron will be confined to be present in that particular region rather than at one particular point. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, please put your video on. Please put your video on. If I see your expressions, मुझे समझ में आएगा आपको समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं. स्मिथ, तुम भी अपना वीडियो ऑन रखो. Everyone. Yeah. According to Heisenberg uncertainty principle, there will always be some uncertainty in the measurement of position and velocity simultaneously. But according to Bohr's theory, we were certain about the velocity of the electron and the position of the electron. हम हमेशा कैलकुलेट कर लिया था, like 2.165 into 10 power 6 z upon n होना चाहिए उसका velocity, and उसका radius जो है 0.529 angstroms होना चाहिए करके, if it is present in first orbit. Okay, we were so certain about those values. But if you want to practically determine that in the macroscopic world, if you know the velocity of the object, we can clearly know the position of the object after certain time. Whenever the photons fall on that, because of the photons energy, the object's velocity won't be changing. Okay, so we will definitely be certain, बोल सकते हैं. But in case of electron, I can never be certain about its position and velocity simultaneously. Is that clear? Understand this conceptually more and more. Our final conclusion is we can never exactly predict the location of the electron at a particular time. Okay, we can only say some region. We will be pointing out a region, and in that particular region, we will be saying us region mein electron rahega. And the electron in that region will be in the form of a wave. It won't be in the form of a particle, and it will be in the form of a wave. Is this clear?
Yes,
Everyone.
sir, clear.
Okay.
sir.
So, according to modern model, अभी जो quantum mechanical model देखेंगे, In the quantum model, we won't be looking at orbits. Orbits मतलब क्या हो गया? एक specific distance हो गया from the nucleus where the electron will be rotating. We won't be having orbits now. We will be having some regions. We will be locating some regions around the nucleus where the probability of finding the electron is maximum, because the electron is in the form of a wave. Wave may, there are certain positions where the wave will be having its highest amplitude, okay, or that particular region is having the, or else I can say उस particular region में wave exist होता है, where there are peaks, right? So we will be identifying regions around the nucleus where we will be confining the electron, okay, and that particular location is called as orbital. It is not orbit, it is an orbital, and it is a 3-dimensional region. Orbit is a 2-dimensional space. Agreed? Orbital is a 3-dimensional region. Nucleus रहेगा, nucleus के around there will be some space. There will be a region where there is probability of finding the electron in the form of a wave. Clear है? We can never determine the exact position or the location of the electron. ये कभी हो ही नहीं सकता.
Sir,
Yeah, but then tell me.
actually the formula which we got for orbit was like nh by 2 pi. So now, sir, how we can determine, because that is disproved, right?
That is not disproved. कहाँ disproved है? वो prove किया ना. mv equal to nh/2 पे हमने.
So, but it does not exist in particular orbits, right? So now electrons.
उसमें wave nature करके किया हमने. Provided if you are taking the orbit, वो satisfy होगा. If you
Okay.
are seeing Bohr's theory as applicable, तब वो होगा mv equals to nh/2 pi. mv is equals to nh/2 pi angular momentum of electron. This is only for Bohr's theory. Everyone, this is not for in general. Only for Bohr's theory. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Bohr's theory के अंदर. Bohr's theory, if I am looking the electron as a particle, then mvr is equals to nh/2 pi. But the electron is no longer a particle. It is in the form of a wave, and no longer the electron will be confined to that particular distance. Okay.
Sir. Okay, sir.
Everyone, just understand this logically and conceptually. Electron, we can never say specific distance पे wave जैसा भी move होगा एक specific distance पे नहीं. It can be present in particular region. यहाँ से यहाँ तक there will be a region. In this region, depending upon wave ना, wave मतलब there will be some peaks. Okay, उस peaks में, उस region में there will be certain points where the probability of finding the electron will be maximum. Okay. Be patient for more classes. We will be also seeing as you go away from the nucleus, किस positions पे the probability of finding the electron will be maximum. वो भी देखेंगे किस particular regions में. एक particular region में रहेगा, but उसमें भी there is a certain points where the probability of identifying it is maximum. Okay. अभी start कर रहे हैं हम quantum model. Before doing that, let us do some questions. Solve some questions from Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Please solve this question. इसके बाद we will go to the modern model of the atom. Solve this question. A microscope using suitable photons is employed to locate an electron in an atom within a distance of 0.1 angstroms. Within a distance of 0.1 angstroms. What do you understand by this particular statement? A microscope using suitable photons is employed to locate an electron in an atom within a distance of 0.1 angstroms. What do you think this particular value is? क्या लग रहा है आपको? Within a distance of 0.1 angstroms मतलब they have given the value of delta x. The error in the determination of position is 0.1 angstroms. Delta x is 0.1 angstroms. They're asking what is the uncertainty in the measurement of velocity. Can you calculate this? within a distance of 0.1 angstroms मतलब within an error of 0.1 angstroms. Please calculate and tell me the answer for the error in velocity delta v.
Sir, what should we consider the mass?
Sorry,
What should we consider the mass?
mass of electron, because they are determining the position of electron na. Take the electron's mass as 10 raised to minus 30. Take that as 10 raised to minus 30 and calculate. No problem. डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला एप्लीकेशन है in entrance exams, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle or from de Broglie's hypothesis, you will be having direct formula application questions. You just need to remember the formula. In NEET or in JE, lambda is equals to h upon mv, delta x delta v is greater than or equals to h upon 4 pi m. Delta x times delta v is greater than or equals to h upon 4 pi into m. Delta x is given as 0.5. 1 angstrom is 10 raised to minus 10 meters into delta v must be greater than or equals to 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34 divided by 4 into 3.14 into 10 raised to minus 30 हो गया. Okay. This is almost for 3 is 12 हो गया. 12 point something होगा. I am calculating this approximately. I am taking this as 2. Considering it as 6 upon 12. ये 6 ले रहा हूँ, ये 12 ले रहा हूँ. 6 upon 12 this as I am taking this as 2. Okay. और क्या होगा? This is 10 raised to minus delta v क्या हो जाएगा अब? Will be greater than or equals to 10 raised to minus 34 divided by 10 raised to minus 30 into 10 raised to minus 11 होगा into 2. Agreed? So which will be equal to 10 raised to minus 4 है ये. Cancel होके 10 raised to 7 होगा.
हाँ sir.
Or what is delta v here? Delta v will be greater than or equals to 0.5 into 10 power 7 meter per second, or 5 into 10 power 6 meter per second, which is a significant value. Okay. In the context of electron के typical velocities भी in 10 raised to 6 रहता है ना, 2.165 into 10 power 6. Okay, so this is a significant value. Okay, next question. Please solve this fast. Calculate uncertainty in position assuming uncertainty in momentum. They have given the uncertainty in momentum as within 0.1%. मतलब what is percentage दिया है तो आपको करना क्या चाहिए? Delta p upon P into 100 is given as 0.1. Agreed? Percentage change upon original into 100. Delta P upon P into 100 is given as 0.1. We know that momentum is nothing but mass times velocity. यहाँ पे I can write this as mass times velocity into 100 is equals to 0.1. Mass cancel हो जाएगा. So if error in momentum is 0.1%, I can also say the error in velocity is also 0.1%. Okay. Okay. Please solve this
Yes.
question. Please solve these questions then. That's for first answer. क्या first question के लिए 26.3 into 10 raised to minus 33. Yes, it is right. For the A part, you are given velocity as 10. So delta V upon V into 100, if I'm taking that as 0.1, delta V upon velocity is 10 into 100 equals to 1 by 10. So what is delta V then? Delta V is equals to 10 raised to minus 2. So what will be delta X greater than or equals to 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34 upon 4 into 3.14 into the mass is 0.2 kg into 10 raised to minus 2. Okay. Again, I can consider this as cancel karke. I'm taking this as 2. Okay. 10 raised to minus 2. This will be 10 raised to minus 32, which is delta X will be greater than or equals to 1 by 4. इसको 2 by 10 लिख के और 10 ऊपर लेके जा रहा हूँ. 1 by 4 into 10 raised to minus 31. Agreed? Which is equals to approximately ये. आप लोग सही कैलकुलेट किया होगा 26.3, but this is approximately 25 into 10 raised to minus 33 or 0.25 into 10 raised to minus 31. Okay, this is approximately, not the exact value. If you calculate exactly, you will get 26 point वैसा कुछ आएगा. Okay, in the next part, delta V upon V into 100 is 0.1%, but now the velocity is 2 into 10 power 6. V is given as 2 into 10 power 6. So substitute that delta V upon 2 into 10 power 6 into 100 equals to 1 by 10. So delta V कितना हो गया? It is 2 into 10 power 3 na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what will be delta X? It will be greater than or equals to 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34 upon the mass is 4 into 3.14 into mass of electron. I'm taking this as again 10 raised to minus 30 kg into 2 into 10 power 3.
2 into 10 by 3.
Agreed. Again approximation I'm doing this as यहाँ पे 2 ले रहा हूँ. So you will get 10 raised to यहाँ पे minus 4 हो जाएगा. So which is equals to 1 by 4 into 10 raised to minus 7 meters. Okay. Or it is
Yes.
0.25 into, this is approximately again
10 raised to minus
7 meters. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope this is clear. यहाँ तक everyone. Okay. Before going into quantum mechanical model, take 5 minutes break. Please try to understand what is the importance of de Broglie's hypothesis and Heisenberg's uncertainty principle in order to arrive at quantum mechanical model of atom. Okay. As per these two laws or as per these two theories, electron should no longer be considered as a particle. It should be considered as a wave, and electron's position can never be determined accurately. So we will be identifying a region around the nucleus where we will be seeing the electron, or where the probability of finding the electron will be maximum. Okay. Is this clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. I'm taking 2 minutes break here. We will continue after the break.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Quantum mechanical model of the atom. अब तक हम जो भी theories पढ़ा, all of them led to the current existing model of the atom, which is called as quantum mechanical model. And this quantum mechanical model may the major contribution is of scientist named Schrödinger. Okay, Schrödinger. इसने क्या किया? He has given a wave equation for the electron. He represented electron in the form of a wave, and he has given a mathematical equation. Okay, for different electrons, for multi-electronic species also, he has given mathematical wave equations for different electrons. हर कोई electron का wave equation अलग रहेगा. Okay, need not be the same for all the electrons. For different electrons, the wave equations will be different. Okay, and इसने basically किया क्या है? He has taken electron as a wave, and for every electron, he has given wave equation. It is very complex wave equation. So we won't be seeing how exactly the wave equation looks like. We just represent the wave equation with the symbol psi. This is called as psi. What is psi? Psi is the representation of the electron in the form of a wave. Okay. Everyone, please put your video on. What is psi? Psi is the representation of electron in the form of wave. And as electron is three-dimensional, this psi also has three coordinates. Psi will be a function of x, y, and z. Agreed? और जो equation रहेगा, it should be a function of x, y, and z. These x, y, and z are called as Cartesian coordinates. कभी सुना इसका नाम?
Yes.
Sir, Cartesian plane.
Cartesian.
Cartesian plane,
Sign convention.
Cartesian coordinates. मतलब you can represent any point in space with respect to x, y, and z coordinates. Okay. You can also have psi represented in terms of another coordinate system which is called as, or which are called as polar coordinates, r, theta, and phi. R, theta, and phi are called as polar coordinates. First of all, what is psi? Psi is the wave function given by Schrodinger for different electrons present around the nucleus. He represented electron as a wave and he has given a wave function. As it is a three-dimensional entity, electron, it can be represented in terms of either x, y, z, or there is a different type of coordinate system which is called as polar coordinate system, where you will be having r, theta, and phi. इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा आइडिया देता हूं आपको. Suppose I am taking two-dimensional here. If there is a point and the distance of that particular point from the origin is r, and the angle made by that particular radius vector is theta. Okay. What is the value of the x coordinate and the y coordinate? I can, with respect to Cartesian coordinates, I can locate the particle as x comma y. With respect to polar coordinates, polar coordinates mein r is nothing but distance of the point from the origin, where here theta is angle made by this particular vector with respect to x-axis. What will be this value? What is y coordinate?
R sin theta.
R sin theta. What is sin theta? Sin theta is opposite upon hypotenuse. Okay. So if I want to get this value, this is r times sin theta.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt, anyone? Similarly, cos theta. Cos theta is adjacent upon hypotenuse. So ये जो particular
Yes.
value है, or the y coordinate, it is r cos theta.
Yes.
So whenever you have Cartesian coordinates, I can convert them into polar coordinates. R sin theta हो गया, R cos theta हो गया. Okay. So any point in space can be represented with the help of Cartesian coordinates as x, y, and z. If you are having three-dimensional region, ये two-dimensional हो गया. If you are having a three-dimensional region, you need to know two angles. One angle is with respect to x-axis and the other angle will be with respect to another axis. It can be with respect to y-axis or z-axis. In general, by convention, we will be taking the angle as with respect to y-axis. Okay. So in that case, you will be having three coordinates, r, theta, and phi. In this case, you are having x, y, and z. Agreed?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So what is psi? Psi is representation of electron in the form of a wave. Okay. So psi is simply a mathematical function. If you do psi square, Psi square gives us information about probability density. We will explore more and more about psi square at the end of the chapter. Okay, psi square will give us information about probability density. What is mass density? थोड़ा information देता हूँ आपको. Don't worry, जिनको ये अभी समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, थोड़ा थोड़ा समझ में आ रहा है, it's okay, completely fine. What is mass density?
Mass by
Nothing but
volume.
mass upon volume.
Yes.
So if you want to calculate mass, what do you do?
Density into volume.
Density into volume.
You will multiply the mass density with volume.
Yes, sir.
What we are interested in quantum mechanical model, we are interested in the region where the probability of finding the electron is maximum. So with the help of this probability density function, which is psi square, psi is representation of electron as a wave, psi square will give you information about the probability density. Okay, so with the help of probability density, if I want to find probability, if I want to find the probability of finding the electron in that particular region, what to do? I need to multiply psi square with volume. Everyone, mass density is mass upon volume, or if I want to get mass, I need to multiply the density with volume. Similarly, probability density is probability upon volume rahega. Probability density will be equals to probability upon volume.
Yes.
So if I want to find probability of finding the electron in a given region, what I need to do? I need to multiply
Perfect.
probability density function with volume. Then I will be getting probability. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No,
इतना ही
sir.
समझना अभी के लिए, इतना ही समझना. Probability density is probability upon volume. If I want to find probability of finding the electron in a given region, what is the probability of finding the electron in a given region? I need to multiply the probability density with the volume of that particular region. Okay, agreed? Okay, once again,
Yes, sir.
Schrodinger ने क्या किया? Now that we know the electron moves in the form of a wave, and we cannot exactly pinpointly locate the position of the electron, he has represented electron as a wave and he has given a wave function. That wave function, it is function of three coordinates, either x, y, and z, or else you can also represent that in terms of r, theta, and phi. So psi is a function of x, y, z or r, theta, phi. And ये जो particular psi है, if you are doing square of that psi square, और जो function है रहेगा, suppose x है, उसका square क्या होगा? x square होगा. Similarly, it will be some function. If you are doing square of that, you will be getting probability density. With the help of psi square, you can find probability of finding the electron in any given region. Okay, because we are identifying locations around the nucleus where there will be electron. So in those locations, we will be later on interested in which particular location the probability of finding the electron is maximum. Okay, एक region तो identify करेंगे. Suppose you can treat from now on, you will be treating electron as electron cloud. मतलब cloud मतलब एक region हुआ, उस cloud के अंदर there will be electron. Okay, you will be identifying electron as a region. I'm calling that region as a cloud. Okay, inside that particular cloud, or that particular cloud is made up of electron. Okay, agreed? Cloud में, if you are having cloud, uniform होने की जरूरत नहीं है ना. There will be some parts where the cloud can be intense. Okay, there will be other parts where the cloud is not so intense. Okay, so similarly, if we are identifying a region, in that particular region, at some particular positions, the probability of finding the electron can be maximum. and remaining positions, the probability of finding the electron can be minimum, but it is not zero. Okay, cloud रहा तो कुछ areas में cloud का density ज़्यादा हो सकता है, इसका मतलब other area में वो cloud नहीं है. Okay, agreed? Everyone.
फिर रेडियस और ऑर्बिट का कंसेप्ट ही नहीं है फिर अगर
Radius और orbit का concept ही नहीं है. There is no concept of orbit. There is no concept of radius of electron. Okay. आगे लास्ट में थोड़ा बहुत हम पढ़ेंगे. We will identify something called radius of maximum probability. We will understand. ये chapter ending होने तक wait करो. ये chapter end होने तक wait करो. I know this particular chapter immediately after 10th will be an intense chapter, but this is the basis for entire chemistry. आगे जो भी chemistry पढ़ने वाले हैं, इसमें थोड़ा बहुत we need not understand this in detail because आपका knowledge अभी उतना there is some restriction. Okay, in your engineering also जो भी वो लोग पढ़ाएंगे उसमें भी थोड़ा restriction होता है. So धीरे धीरे but you need to improve your knowledge base. Okay. अभी जितना हो सकता है we will try to understand that. यहाँ तक clear है? Okay.
हाँ सर.
ठीक है. ठीक है. So if you solve, this is a mathematical equation psi. There is a mathematical equation psi. Solving psi. You will be getting some results now. If you have any equation, if you solve that, you will be getting some results.
Yes, sir.
The results of solving psi, they are called as quantum numbers. Okay. We get 3 quantum numbers upon solving psi. One is called principal quantum number. Second is azimuthal. I hope this is visible.
yes
Principal
sir.
quantum
Yeah.
number, azimuthal quantum number, and third quantum number is magnetic quantum number. These quantum numbers help us to identify the location of the electron, energy of the electron, angular momentum of the electron in a given region. Okay. एक mathematical function है, उसको solve करने से you will be getting some results. Those results are called as quantum numbers. By solving psi, you get 3 quantum numbers which will help us to identify the location of the electron. Location of the electron matlab the region of the electron, and in that particular region what can be its energy qualitatively. We won't be calculating quantitatively. Quantitatively matlab exact value kitna hoga, we will never calculate that. Qualitatively we will be comparing, एक इलेक्ट्रॉन को दूसरे इलेक्ट्रॉन से कंपेयर करेंगे, किसका एनर्जी ज्यादा होगा, किसका एनर्जी कम होगा. Okay. For different electrons there is psi. On solving psi you will be getting some numbers. Those numbers are called as quantum numbers, which help us in identifying the location of the electron, the energy of the electron, the magnetic nature of the electron. Magnetic nature of the electron का मतलब क्या है, we will understand that, and the angular momentum of the electron. Okay. For the angular momentum of the electron we will be calculating value. In case of Bohr's theory, we have calculated that as mvr is equals to nh upon 2 pi, but that is not the appropriate value because in that case we have considered the electron as a particle and we have defined an orbit. Orbit के अंदर angular momentum है वो. But actual में angular momentum का there is a formula. We will be understanding that formula. We will be looking at the formula and we will be calculating angular momentum. Once again, those who are confused, once again, electron around the nucleus is a wave, is moving in the form of a wave. First of all, itna hi samjho. Electron around the nucleus is moving in the form of a wave and we cannot exactly locate the electron. Hence, we are trying to see the regions where the electron will be present. In order to identify those regions, we need to solve something. There should be a mathematical expression and we need to solve that. Okay, so Schrodinger ने एक equation दिया which is called as wave equation for the electron. He represented that as psi. That particular equation एक question में देता हूँ मैं आपको. It will be very complex equation. I will be giving you the equation also. We will solve at the end one question. Okay, so if you solve that psi, solve करने से we need to know that particular region ना, we need to get the information of that particular region, different electrons का regions. Agreed? So those regions are identified by some numbers. Okay, those regions are identified. Regions around the nucleus will be identified by some numbers. ऐसा सोचो. Everyone, please concentrate. There is a nucleus. Around the nucleus, there are some regions. I will be for now identifying those regions as apartments, or identifying those regions as some plots where there are apartments. Inside the apartments there are some flats. उस flat के अंदर there will be electron. Okay, so if I want to identify specific plots or specific flats, I need to give address na.
Yes.
Nucleus के around there are specific regions, or there are some specific flats. उन flats के अंदर electrons है. That is the region of the electron. Agreed?
Yes.
Okay, if I want to identify all those flats, I should be giving some address. That address are nothing but quantum numbers. यहाँ पे numbers करके लिखा है ना. On solving psi, you will be getting quantum numbers. These quantum numbers gives us information about the address of the electron or address of that particular flat. Okay, everyone, I hope this is clear. Nucleus है, nucleus के around specific regions रहेगा. उस region is nothing but the place where you can find the electron. In order to identify those particular spaces, I will be giving some numbers, or I will be assigning some address. That address is called as quantum numbers, or that address is given by quantum numbers. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Clear hai? And how to get this? How to get those address? By solving psi. And psi for different electron will be different. Electron which is present here will be having a different psi. थोड़ा दूर जो रहेगा उसका psi अलग रहेगा. उसका psi का function. Okay. Different electrons will be having different psi. And how to get that? By solving that psi, you will be having a different number. यहाँ पे इसका number 1 आया, इसका number कुछ तो 2 आएगा, दूसरे वाला number 3 आएगा, so on so forth. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
ठीक है. ऐसा ही सोचना. There is a control unit which is called as nucleus. Around the control unit, you are creating some societies. In the societies, people will be present. Those people are nothing but electrons. Okay. In order to identify those people, I need to give them some address. The address we are giving with the help of numbers called quantum numbers. Clear hai?
Sir.
Hey, once again, 1 minute. So if I give address, I can identify different types of people रहेंगे ना. I can identify the energies of those peoples. Okay. Location तो पता चलेगा. Different location में I will be allotting people based on their energies. Okay. Depending upon their energies, I will be allotting different flats to the people. Similarly, depending upon the energy of the electron, I will be putting that particular electron in different position. Okay, so with the help of these quantum numbers, I can also qualitatively compare the energy of the electron. Yeah, Amit Raj, tell me.
हाँ सर, अपने इलेक्ट्रॉन क्लाउड करके कहा.
क्लाउड करके इसलिए कह रहा हूँ क्योंकि वो एक रीजन है ना. क्लाउड मतलब इट इज नॉट ए सिंगल पॉइंट. क्लाउड इज ऑलवेज ए रीजन, राइट?
सर तो वो इलेक्ट्रॉन मतलब क्लाउड में कहीं भी हो सकता है, या द एंटायर इलेक्ट्रॉन इज द एंटायर क्लाउड इज कंसिडर्ड एज अ इलेक्ट्रॉन?
द एंटायर क्लाउड इज कंसिडर्ड एज इलेक्ट्रॉन, एंड क्लाउड में कहीं पे भी हो सकता है. बोथ ऑफ देम आर राइट.
बट सर मतलब
Karthik, what is that expression?
सर कुछ समझ नहीं आया.
that entire thing is cloud. Electron पूरा वो cloudy है. But there will be a specific regions where I can definitely say उस particular region में बारिश होगा पक्का. ऐसा बोल सकता हूँ ना, cloud ऐसा distributed है, एक particular region पे cloud intense है तो वहाँ पे बारिश होगा पक्का, ऐसा बोल सकता हूँ. और the probability of having rain in that particular region will be more. Can I say that? Similarly, electron को मैं exactly pinpoint बोल नहीं सकता हूँ ना कहाँ पे है, but ऐसा बोल सकता हूँ the probability of finding electron in that particular region will be highest. बाकी regions में भी है, but इस region में बहुत ज़्यादा है. Most of the time, whenever it is revolving around the nucleus, most of the time will be spent in that particular region. Okay, क्योंकि electron is a wave. Whenever you have wave, ऐसा कुछ रहता है ना, there are different points where the probability of finding the wave is more. If you have wave, everyone, if you have wave, ऐसा all these points are places where the probability of finding the wave is highest ना. इसका मतलब यहाँ पे wave नहीं है क्या? यहाँ पे भी wave है. Agreed? Okay.
Yes, sir.
There are a lot of videos on YouTube also. You can search for this. अभी 10 years back, 15 years back, आपको extra कुछ नहीं है, only books है. अभी तो you have a lot of other material on net. You can search for them. You can try to understand more and more. But that particular language will be more complex. So आपको आसान करने के लिए कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. If you see any video on uncertainty principle, if you see any video, either you will see any video on basic definition or you will see something very fancy and complex. बीच में तो कहीं
देखना
पे
है
भी
क्या
नहीं
नहीं?
मिल. देखना है, देख के रियलाइज करो, देख के एक बार सोचो. अजिंक्य तो आराम से लेटा है.
सर ये आपने जो सिखाया है ना, ये सुनने के बाद दिमाग लेट गया है हमारा.
होता है. बट दिस इज नॉट द एंड. यहाँ पे चैप्टर खत्म नहीं हुआ, आगे आगे आपको और क्लैरिटी आता जाएगा. ओके, एज ऑफ नाउ इतना ही सोचना. एज ऑफ नाउ इन नेक्स्ट 2 lectures you will have complete clarity. मतलब एटलीस्ट कितना सोचना है आपको, इलेक्ट्रॉन का मतलब क्या समझना है. ओके,
पर मेन मोटिव क्या है एक्चुअली ये चैप्टर का? इलेक्ट्रॉन का एग्जिस्टेंस या क्या?
इलेक्ट्रॉन के एग्जिस्टेंस कैसे रहेगा इस चैप्टर के बाद ही हम वी विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ अ मॉलिक्यूल विल बी फॉर्म्ड, लॉट ऑफ अदर थिंग्स. Everything is based on this chapter. You will understand as we go. This is that we are at the start ना. We are at the start. 2 years है. कोई भी टीवी सीरीज में, if you are fan of TV series or anything, स्टार्टिंग में सब कुछ पता चल जाता है क्या? एक एपिसोड कभी कभी ऐसा भी होता है ना, 5th एपिसोड देखने के बाद 1st एपिसोड कनेक्ट होता है. सो फर्स्ट एपिसोड में कुछ समझ में नहीं आ सकता है. हैपेंस ना. एंड यहाँ पे हमको और दिक्कत इसलिए आ रहा है बिकॉज आवर मैथमेटिक्स इज आल्सो नॉट दैट स्ट्रांग एज ऑफ नाउ. ओके, वो इक्वेशंस ये सब सॉल्व करना, इंजीनियरिंग मैथमेटिक्स इज कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट. वी आर जस्ट ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड द रिजल्ट्स. इन सबका रिजल्ट्स जो है वी आर ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड देम बस. ओके,
सर
बड़े बड़े बहुत बड़ा theories है. all of these in fact for the calculation of the Planck's constant h there is again separate story. Okay, so we are only trying to understand the results. With those results we are trying to have a picture of the electron. We are trying to have a picture of the electron bus. Okay, is that clear?
sir,
Yeah, tell me.
so spin quantum numbers are related to charges or what?
Spin quantum number अभी हमने discuss नहीं किया. Here we have seen only 3 quantum numbers. In fact, there is one more quantum number which is not obtained by solving this psi. So spin quantum number क्यों define किया है, कब define हुआ है, we will understand. देखते हैं. There is one more quantum number called spin quantum number, जैसे वर्धन ने कहा, but अभी हमने वो यहाँ पे देखा नहीं. By solving psi, we will have information about only these 3. These three will help us in understanding the location of the electron around the nucleus. If it is present at that particular location, what should be the energy of the electron qualitatively? Everyone, different people, different societies में रहते हैं ना. Depending on that, you can predict some properties of those particular people na. Agreed everyone?
Yes.
sir.
Okay, so similarly we will be having these quantum numbers, and with the help of that what we will try to identify is the location, सबसे पहले location, and then we will try to identify the energy of the electron. We will try to identify the magnetic nature. We will understand what is meant by magnetic nature, and we will try to identify the angular momentum of the electron, which is also called as orbital angular momentum. Angular momentum में भी 2 types है, बाद में देखते हैं. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Directly, suppose if I have started quantum mechanical model of atom, starting में ही electron मतलब particle नहीं है, cloud है, एक region में रहना चाहिए. Directly यहाँ से start किया तो कुछ समझ में आता? There is no chance ना. अभी समझ में आना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो रहा है. If I directly start from here, definitely आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा. You need to understand why we are considering that as region. That is because of Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Why are we giving a wave equation? That is because of de Broglie's hypothesis. Okay. Agreed. Everyone.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Try to connect all the dots. You will get the answer. Okay. But ये सब जरूरत नहीं है. Ending, even though if you don't understand any of this, you just know how to solve the questions, you can make into very good IIT or very good medical college. Okay. Just to have feel of the subject, try to understand these things. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We will continue from this particular section in next lecture. Okay.
Yes,
ये quantum mechanical model में ही थोड़ा दिन रहते हैं. We will complete the chapter in next week. हो जाएगा.
sir. Is there a test on this Sunday?
Sunday को test, I think there is no test. Next Sunday को रहेगा. Alternate weeks. Initially you will have test alternate weeks. Then we will have test every week. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Sir,
Bye, sir.
Thank you.